Well, Matt Clark's defensive attributes are going to be important in seeking to help Derby out of this terrible run of results. The Derby County owner has been receiving plenty of mail of late. And Hamza Chowdhury, plenty of past Premier League experience. Chris Wilder bringing him in this week on loan from Leicester to aid Sheffield United's hopeful promotion. Both sets of players down in the huddle with the points so important for differing reasons. Referee today, Tom Neild, assisted by Jonathan Hunt and Darren Williams, and our fourth official this afternoon is Seb Stockbridge. Well, Paul Warne says despite Derby's woes of late, they've been in a lot of matches. They've lost 11 championship games, Derby, by just a single goal this season. It's not as if they're being played off the park and losing by big scorelines. But both Paul Warne and Chris Wilder looking for their side to get off to fast starts here. Callum O'Hare will get the first kick of the game. Derby County have lost 6 of their last 7 meetings with Sheffield United, who will obviously start strong favourites. Already we've got an early injury here. Challenge came in from Forsyth. Not sure he timed that. Craig Forsyth, the referee didn't give a free kick. And it was Rhian Brewster who took the heavy fall. Just winded him a little, but he's okay. Sheffield United throw this time, which Clark will get forward to take. It's Paul Warne in the baseball cap. O'Hare. Now Burrows, who's back in his normal left-back position today after being used recently by Chris Wilder in midfield. Player on the ball here, Burrows, who's made the step up from League One football look very easy, having joined last summer from Peterborough, where he got into double figures for goals from left-back last season. Now then, Sheffield United, first chance. Comfortable routine save for Zetterstrom to deny Cannon. Tom Cannon looking for his first Sheffield United goal, having arrived on loan from Stoke City. Appeals for offside. Derby County arms raised, led by Clark, and the flag duly went up. Chris Wilder giving a debut to Hamza Chowdhury, his third signing of this January transfer window, along with Cannon and Ben Brereton Diaz, who's come in on loan from Southampton, having spent the second half of last season on loan, you might recall. Brereton Diaz with Sheffield United. At that time he was owned by the Spanish club Villarreal. Osborne with the Derby free kick. Climbing high was Clark, couldn't really direct the header. Now Brereton Diaz leading out a smart Sheffield United counter-attack. Going to need to get his head up, he needs an out ball here. Finds it in Clark. Chowdhury. Ahmed Hodzic finding Jack Robinson. Now Burrows looking for O'Hare. No real progress made there by Callum O'Hare. It's a silly foul given away by Harrison Burrows. Not sure why he needed to engage there. Clark was in a spot of trouble, attempting to clear, and got exactly what he wanted out of Burrows. Sheffield United missing a number of key players at the moment. Gus Harmer suspended. Ollie Arblaster, their young captain at the start of the season, he's out long-term injured. And Kiefer Moore, the Welsh international striker, also absent for Chris Wilder today. I think they miss Harmer and Arblaster a lot from midfield, although it is a very deep squad, experienced squad that Chris Wilder has to choose from. Derby wanting a corner. And goal kick is given. And the Norwegian Lars Jorgen Salvason was absolutely certain that should have been a corner for the home side, but officials disagreed. Forsyth giving the ball away cheaply. Here's Brewster, and he returns the favour to Derby, who have a throw. Position at the top of the championship at the moment. Leeds on top, 60 points. Sheffield United 2 points adrift on 58. Burnley have 57, Sunderland 54, and then there is a 9-point gap to fifth place Blackburn, who moved up into the playoff places last night after defeating Preston in the Lancashire derby. Leeds and Burnley in action today. Fourth place Sunderland go to Middlesbrough on Monday night. Middlesbrough having, owing to that Blackburn win, just dropped out of the top six for the time being. Here's Nyambi finding Zetterstrom. Clark. And we can't find Brereton Diaz. Didn't look a difficult pass that for Clark. This is Matt Clark for Derby. On by Salvason. Can't find Yates. And now Burrows. Good pressure from that Sheffield United midfield. O'Hare finding Sousa, now Brewster. Zetterstrom down smartly. May have taken a slight deflection, that. Jakob Zetterstrom making sure he got firmly behind this shot from Ryan Brewster. I don't think there was a deflection. I think he just cut across it slightly. There's a little bit of action on it. Zetterstrom, the Swedish goalkeeper, first season at Derby. Burrows, who, as I mentioned, has been showing his versatility lately, operating in a central midfield role, but essentially he is a left back and back at home, so to speak, today. Here's Osborne. Osborne with the free kick. Didn't really get enough height on that, Ben Osborne. Derby County lineup is without Curtis Nelson, as indeed we thought it would be. Nelson ruled out for the rest of the season. And Ebu Adams certainly in midfield for Derby. But they lost Blackett-Taylor and Elder to injury. It's handball there, isn't it? Sheffield United fans roaring for handball. It was right in front of the assistant referee here. Yeah, Brereton Diaz saying that was looked a handball by Forsyth. Have a look here. Well, it was missed by the officials. It was a deliberate arm to ball from Craig Forsyth. O'Hare. Burrows couldn't quite get that in his stride. Derby's need to get Matt Clark back into the side, re-signed from Middlesbrough for a second spell at the club, was due to that season-ending injury for Curtis Nelson. This is Cannon. Clark in well. Wasn't getting much game time at Middlesbrough, Matt Clark. This is Harry Clark for Derby. Just a little over-eager there. Challenge coming in from Ozo. Chowdhury to Brewster. Burrows. Sosa. Clear pull there on Vinny Sosa by Salverson. Oh, it's a chance here. Brereton Diaz looking around at what the officials made of that. Zetterstrom looked pretty relaxed in the Derby goal, believing that there might have been a foul there by Brereton Diaz, but the assistant kept the flag down. Referee did favour the goalkeeper. First real sight of either goal for Brereton Diaz there, but if he had found the net, it wouldn't have counted. Lovely reception of the ball there from Osborne. This is Yates. Osborne will leave the throw here for Craig Forsyth, long-serving Derby County defender. Close to 12 years, the number 3 taking the throw with Derby. In by Matt Clark, goalkeeper commits, takes all the pressure off his defenders. Michael Cooper. That's too much for Adams to deal with. This is Jerry Yates looking for Jackson, finding him. Played that pass blind though, Caden Jackson. Nyambi. Ozo under pressure, dealt with it well. No option the Crystal Palace loanee but to go back to Zetterstrom. Quarter of an hour gone. Very little in the game so far. Defence is firmly on top. Adams. Ozo. Matt Clark looking for the run of his captain Osborne. Dealt with well by Harry Clark. Here's Brereton Diaz. Into the path here of Tom Cannon. Matt Clark did very well. Not quite so good there, Ozo. Forsyth finding Osborne. And that will ricochet off Harry Clark and out for Derby County goal kick. Derby have got a number of defensive injuries at the moment. Nat Phillips, Kane Wilson, Callum Elder joining the woes from a defensive point of view on the treatment table at the moment. They're stretched. A number of youngsters on the bench for Paul Warne today. Caden Jackson. Oh, he had a chance to get the pass away, held on too long. Groans from the Derby fans for Caden Jackson there. Here's Forsyth. Osborne. Another cheap giveaway from Derby. Harry Clark played a big part in Ipswich's promotion to the Premier League last season. Salverson and Ahmed Hodzic in a share of shirt pulls. Referee Tom Neal deciding that Ahmed Hodzic was the aggressor, more of the two at least. It's going to be an interesting personal duel, that, between the Bosnian defender and the Norwegian striker. So, decent position for Ben Osborne to look at here for Derby, who are yet to test Michael Cooper. Certainly got a presence in terms of players that are good in the air. Salverson, Jackson, Matt Clark, Craig Forsyth, all in the mix. Now, who did that come off? The officials decide that it was a Derby touch. Salverson doing well, and this is Jackson. Can't get the cross deep enough, cut out by Jack Robinson. This is Callum O'Hare, given away by Chowdhury. Jackson's shot blocked away by Jack Robinson. Ryan Nyambi will take the Derby County throw. Born in Namibia, the throw-in taker, came to England at the age of 10 through the ranks at Blackburn Rovers. Second season now at Derby. This time, Nyambi will not get the benefit of the decision. "20 minutes gone, there's been very little goalmouth action to speak of. Huge surprise, Sheffield United losing 3-0 at home to Hull 8 days ago. One of the surprise results of the season. And that was on target, really well hit. Michael Cooper happy to be right behind this. Good technique from Goodmine. Dutch midfielder Kenzo Goodmine striking that really well. Yard either side of Cooper, and it might have been interesting. Sousa. Burrows. Cannon finding O'Hare. Sheffield United throw. Harrison Burrows looking for the right movement. It's all too tight out there. It will be interesting to see how the two newcomers to the Sheffield United attack bed in. Tom Cannon on loan from Stoke, Ben Brereton Diaz on loan from Southampton, although, as I mentioned earlier, the player on the ball here, Brereton Diaz, was on loan at Sheffield United second half of last season, so not so much of a newcomer, if you get what I mean. He's playing in a wide area. We've seen him play quite a lot as a central striker in his career. The midway point of the first half, and it is very much goalless at Pride Park. On by Osborne, looking for Salverson. Robinson got an important touch, and that's calm from Burrows. And that looked like a push by Vinny Sousa. Yeah, he knew. I think he just stumbled into the challenge on Adams. Lost his balance a little bit here. Souza. Little tangle of legs, so it's a clear foul. Derby County skipper Ben Osborne will take the free kick. He's born in Derby, Osborne, but he played for Derby's arch rivals Nottingham Forest for many years. Matt Clark trying to get there along with Salverson. Ozo, a good mind. Can have a go, thought about it. And Salverson's header, it's routine for Cooper. Now, lots of space for Callum O'Hare. Can he pick the right pass? Ah, the momentum's gone. They were out of shape for a moment there, Derby. Sheffield United did not capitalise. Good noise from the Derby fans. Players will need that, given the run they're on. It is one of the worst losing runs in Derby's 141-year history. Their club record for successive defeats in the league is 8. It currently stands at 6. Ozo. Forsyth. Just think Paul Wong will want a little bit better movement off the ball from the Derby County players, giving the player in possession a few more options. Matt Clark was looking for an almost impossible pass there for Yates. Well, this is a game that's crying out for somebody to get their foot on the ball and make some sense of it. There's been a huge turnover of possession. Another one there, and Jackson barged into O'Hare. Sheffield United tried to take the quick free kick. Referee Tom Neal says this will be a retake. Chowdhury. O'Hare. Hamza Chowdhury again. Robinson. Harry Clark. Nice layoff from Brereton Diaz. Real possibilities here if the cross is right, and it is, and it's wide from Rhian Brewster. And it was a lovely cutback from Harry Clark to set up that man Rhian Brewster, but he's well wide with the shot in the end from a good position. Just didn't wrap his right foot around this sufficiently well, Rhian Brewster. That's the best chance so far. Chris Wilder, and indeed the player himself, would have expected better there. Tom Neal's whistle went in favour of Ibu Adams there. So it's a Derby free kick. Craig Forsyth and Matt Clark have made their way forward again for Ben Osborne's delivery. Sheffield United holding quite a high line at the moment, giving their goalkeeper a good look at this, if it's a deep one from Osborne. And the free kick in favour of the away side. Sheffield United, as I mentioned, on 58 points at the moment. Chris Wilder talks in a lot of his interviews at the moment that they've got 60. Well, they would have had 60 had it not been for a 2-point deduction, which was imposed at the start of this season. They picked up that 2-point deduction while they were in the Premier League last season. Came in April. So as soon as they dropped back into the Championship, they were going to be deducted the 2 points. Here's Jerry Yates. Oh, and that cross was deflected, and this is Ozo. Good block from Chowdhury. Good mind. Yates. Breaks kindly here for Sheffield United. Just to put a little bit of meat on the bones, so to speak. That 2-point deduction for Sheffield United was owing to financial irregularities last time they were in the Championship. Yates starved for service so far, but he did well with a cross deflected. So too did Robinson. Good defending, and referee Tom Neal has pulled the play back here in favour of Derby. It will be a throw for Ben Osborne, I think, here. Hands it over to Craig Forsyth. Nyambi. Forward by Matt Clark. It's too much on that. It's a very difficult pass to get right, that one. A straight ball out from the back. It has to be absolutely precise. Derby would be better served, for what it's worth in my view, to be angling those long balls, looking for the wide areas, unless you're seeking to get one over the top of a high Sheffield United back line, but it certainly wasn't the case there. Good challenge from Chowdhury. Ben Brereton Diaz. In by Harry Clark. Nyambi and Matt Clark between them did well at the back for Derby. Here's Yates. Adams. Nice weight on that for Caden Jackson. Can he reach it? No. Best efforts from Caden Jackson, but just too much on the Ibu Adams pass. Right idea, though. Osborne. Nyambi. Both these teams have not passed the ball at all well in this first half. That will be a frustration for both managers on the touchline. Here's Yates. Now a bit of room and space for Ryan Nyambi. Ozo. Adams. Forsyth. Least said the better. Strong challenge from Ibu Adams, taken on here by Ben Osborne. Great work from Chowdhury, so typical of him. Reads the game really well, Hamza Chowdhury. Chris Wilder's brought him in to put fires out and use his Premier League experience. Best part of 100 games for Leicester, a lot of them in the Premier League, and Sheffield United finding space now for Harrison Burrows. Oh, and it nearly got through to Brewster. Ahmed Hodzic, Chowdhury. 10 minutes shy of half-time. Neither goalkeeper really has been threatened at all. A good mind volley for Derby, which Cooper saved comfortably in a fairly routine Zetterstrom save from a Ryan Brewster shot, a Ryan Brewster shot. That's been about the sum total of it in terms of goal-scoring opportunities. Here's Harry Clark. Robinson. Nobody engaging Jack Robinson. Delivers the cross away by Matt Clark, who's missed nothing so far at the back for Derby. Sosa, blocked by Forsyth. He just put the brakes on there, Jerry Yates. He was surrounded by Sheffield United players and felt if he just stood still, they would engage. And duly won the free kick. Free kick will be left here for goalkeeper Zetterstrom, who's been given the hurry up by referee Tom Neild. Came in the summer, the goalkeeper from Djurgårdens in Sweden. Well, from what we've seen in 38 first-half minutes, you wouldn't think there's currently 31 points between these two teams in the Championship table. Favourites to win today. Sheffield United have not imposed any sort of authority on struggling Derby County so far. It's a good climb from Jackson, and he's injured himself in the process. May have just been caught by Harrison Burrows, but it was a prodigious leap from Caden Jackson. It might more to be about the fall rather than any of the contact from Burrows. Yeah, that's awkward. Might have just fallen on his head. I hope he's okay. But that was a nasty fall for Jackson. As if Derby haven't got enough injury woes at the moment. 7 or 8 first team players missing for Paul Warne today. He won't want another injury here. Looks on rather anxiously. Paul Warne's record in the League One is exemplary in terms of getting promotions. He's won promotion in all 4 full seasons he's managed in League One. He's been relegated in both full seasons at Championship level. Opportunity for Chris Wilder to... Well, I wonder what his demeanour is at the moment. He can't be happy with his side's disjointed performance, really. As I said, both teams have been given the ball away really cheaply in the first half. It's not really a match that's had any sort of discernible pattern at all. You rather feel for the strikers in this match so far. Their service to Tom Cannon, Bren Burton-Diaz, Ryan Brewster. Essentially a front three for Sheffield United today has been scant, and likewise Yates and Salverson have hardly figured in the game at all. Derby fans cannot be sure what's coming next. Would they take a point today? Probably, when you're on a run of 6 straight league defeats. No surprise that they're taking plenty of care here with Caden Jackson. You can see a mark on the referee getting, there's a red mark on the forehead there of Caden Jackson. That's where he came down and head first. Certainly shaking him up, and you can understand why. He got up so high in that challenge with Harrison Burrows, it was a long way down. Let's take another look at it. Really climbed well, and then right over the back of Burrows. There was nothing really that the fullback could do to get out of the way of Jackson. But mercifully, it seems as though he's regathered his senses and he'll be returning. And this is Harry Clark for Sheffield United. Clock says 3 minutes left of the first half of normal time. We're going to have some minutes to be added on, principally for that Jackson injury. Caden Jackson has been waved back on, and Chowdhury's pass too strong for Vinny Souza. I think this man would have been expected to have been a little busier than has been the case so far, given Sheffield United's very good away form this season. Good form home and away, really, for much of the piece. They've been right up amongst the pace setters since the start of the season. Chris Wilder's side. We've got another injury here, this time for Salverson, as he was challenged by Vinny Souza. It's another awkward fall. think it was more to do with the actual arm from Sosa than the fall to the ground. That Salverson is having it explained by Sosa what the coming together was all about. Not sure Salverson agreed with his opponent, but he's okay to resume, the Norwegian, as we step into the final minute of normal time. Here's Harry Clark. Caden Jackson. Nyambi. And that's late from Ibu Adams. Not a particularly good challenge from Adams. Referee Tom Neal certainly had words. And we're about to find out from fourth official Seb Stocksbridge how much stoppage time there is going to be, and there you go, minimum of 3. Brewster. Chowdhury. Robinson. Ahmed Hodzic. Cannon's layoff, looking for O'Hare, but Adams is in swiftly. Well read by Ahmed Hodzic. This is Matt Clark. And again, just a little hasty with the pass, you would say. More care needed. He's had a good game, nevertheless, Clark, on his second debut for Derby. And he's there again. Looks like Erin Cashin, highly prized Derby County Academy graduate, will be leaving this weekend. It's strongly suggested he's going to Premier League Brighton. Cashin, the Republic of Ireland international defender. No hurry here for Zetterstrom. He just wants a blank score sheet, it would seem, at half-time. Certainly Derby will be the happier of the two with the current scoreline. It's a fascinating race for the 2 automatic promotion places in the Championship. Looks like a 4-horse race. Still a fair way of the season to go. But the top 4 have got a gap. Leeds, Sheffield United, Burnley, Sunderland. Here's Harrison Burrows. There won't be enough time, I don't think, to get the ball where they want it. But maybe there will be for Derby. 3 minutes of stoppage time are up. But the attack continues. And this is Ibu Adams. Well, could he have gone for goal himself there? One extra pass and it was wide of the lurking Caden Jackson. Chris Wilder makes a quick exit to the dressing room. He and Paul Warne will need to come up with more, the respective managers, in the second half. It's been largely dull, frankly, at Pride Park today. Very, very few chances to speak of. Derby County 0, Sheffield United 0 at the break. In search of a much-needed win to halt this run of 6 successive championship defeats. Marcus Harness is on at the start of the second half, replacing Ryan Nyambe. Marcus Harness on loan from Ipswich. Played a big part in their promotion to the Premier League last season. Played at Burton Albion and Portsmouth previously in his career. Sheffield United out with the same 11 that started. That looks to me almost straight from the kick-off for the second half, as if Ibu Adams is playing deeper now in the role that Nyambe had in the first half. Adams, number 32, down there in the centre circle. He's going to play deeper, and Harness is going to play in Adams's midfield role. That's the way it's shaping up, as Ben Osborne will settle over this Derby County free kick. Matt Clark and Craig Forsyth are forward for this. Aimed towards Clark. Did well to get his head onto that. Forward by Adams. Comfortably cleared by Jack Robinson. Don't think the referee could make up his mind over that challenge. Derby fans thought it was a foul on Ibu Adams. Tom Neal didn't really signal one way or another, not initially at least. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's just a tangle of legs, isn't it? I don't think anybody's forcing that. It's just purely accidental from Cannon. The referee did penalise him. Another Ben Osborne free kick. Goalkeeper's ball, surely. It's catching practice for Michael Cooper. And again, not too much thought in that Ben Osborne free kick for me. If you're going to play a long ball like that, you know, the percentages go way down, especially when you launch it very much in the direction of the goalkeeper. Just try something different. Try something short, or try something really wide, where the goalkeeper can't get involved. Harness, touch let him down. Marcus Harness again. And he's lost out. Feels for handball, nothing given by referee Neal. Chowdhury. Souza. All the time in the world here for Harry Clark. He's got Brereton Diaz ahead of him. Here is the Chilean international, Ben Brereton Diaz. Qualified for Chile through his mother. The call for Ben Brereton Diaz to be called up by Chile at international level came from fans online who thought up the idea. It very much came to fruition. Now then, Brewster. Burrows. Nice turn from Cannon. Away from Adams, tap in. Brereton Diaz couldn't miss, and the Sheffield United strikers link up very well indeed. Cannon with the assist, Brereton Diaz on the score sheet, and Derby County with no answer to that. And finally, Finally, a bit of quality at Pride Park today. Cannons turn away from Ibu Adams. He was just helping that into an area. I'm not sure he sees where Brereton Diaz is, but where every man should be, playing in his position at the far post, in space. And the cross got the finish it deserved. Sheffield United 1-up at Derby through Ben Brereton Diaz. The two loanees delivering for Chris Wilder. Well, the game very much needed a goal. Let's see what Derby have got by way of reply. Goodmine. This is Osborne looking for Salverson, trying to direct the header to Harness, whose touch was heavy. This is Goodmine. Sheffield United fans behind that goal wanting a handball. Now it's Derby's turn to call for handball. Play on, says referee Tom Neal. Goodmine. Chowdhury sticking tight to him. Dutchman left disappointed. Chowdhury doing that excellent defensive midfield job again. Well, the next 10-15 minutes are going to be fascinating from a Derby County point of view. To concede the first goal when their confidence is as low as it possibly can be after those 6 straight league defeats. How do they react? Harness almost getting that through to Salverson. Forsyth. We saw a few of those in the first half, long aimless balls that offer nothing at all to the strikers. Sheffield United voices ringing around Pride Park at the moment. Ibu Adams will get forward to take the Derby County throw. Ozo. Matt Clark finding Ibu Adams. Harness. Looked a foul by Chowdhury, just a little over-eager that time, Hamza Chowdhury. Now, let's see what Derby do with this free kick. Do they work it forward short? They've been going long throughout the game from these set pieces. Looks as though it's going to be the same again. Ben Osborne must keep this out of the direction of the goalkeeper. Michael Cooper's got a high starting position here, the Sheffield United keeper. Anything that remotely in his zone, he's going to come for it. Needs to get this absolutely right, Osborne. Now they do try something different. Good to see. Good mind. Safely gathered by Cooper, but yeah, try something. Keep Sheffield United guessing next time. Good run into the channel from Goodmine. Loose ball picked up by Vinny Souza. Ahmed Hodzic. Sheffield United have the ability to dictate the pace of the game, slow it down just as they're doing now. Don't need to force the issue. Having gone ahead through Brereton Diaz, here's Chowdhury. Not been a better player on the pitch today than Hamza Chowdhury. I think Matt Clark of Derby's had a good game. And Chowdhury has been excellent in midfield for Sheffield United. Here's Forsyth. Better ball forward from Craig Forsyth this time. Salverson finding Goodmine. In by Caden Jackson. Only half away by Harry Clark. This is Osborne. Goodmine! Just couldn't climb high enough to get his header down on target. Good ball in from Ben Osborne, better from Derby. But Kenzo Goodmine, he's got power in the header, but he was always reaching to his fullest height there to try and deal with the Osborne cross. Burrows doing well against Jackson. Goodmine limping. Caden Jackson, 2 for company. All a bit untidy, but Sheffield United should clear their lines and do. Salverson. Much better movement off the ball. Front men will need to continue that. Salverson winning the throw. Osborne will take. This is Goodmine. Ozo. Kenzo Goodmine. Easily away by Ahmed Hodzic. Here's Forsyth. Derby fans finding their voices again. Goodmine. Brereton Diaz resisting the challenge from Osborne. And he's done well. Sheffield United play their way out beautifully from a tight position. Here's Sousa. Robinson. O'Hare, and here we are, Sheffield United down to walking pace again. We've got the ball, we've got the lead. Come and get it, they say to Derby. Just trying to tease the opposition out of shape here. Harry Clark, Brereton Diaz is wide. No, he isn't. Ahmed Hodzic. Sousa. Chowdhury. Possession being kept well here by Sheffield United. Burrows, Brewster. And it's too long from Ryan Brewster. Seeking out the run of Callum O'Hare there. As we tick round to the hour mark at Pride Park. And the home fans are sitting on their hands again, fearing the worst. There is movement on the substitutes bench, I can tell you at the moment. Chowdhury again reads the game well to close out Harness. Forsyth. Adams. Jackson. Stolen well by Jack Robinson, draws the foul out of Goodmine. Sheffield United changes. Tyrese Campbell coming on to replace Callum O'Hare. And Jezeren Raksaki is going to get a run out as well, the winger on loan from Crystal Palace. He is coming on to replace the goalscorer, Ben Brereton Diaz. Sheffield United fans have been singing the name of Ben Brereton Diaz. Southampton loanee. Could be a crucial goal in their quest to finish in the top two in the Championship this season. As Raksaki comes on to replace him, the 22-year-old. 4 goals in the league this season. Ricochet off Campbell and out for the goal kick. Awkward one that for Adams. He's not sure where that's landing, and it's landing at the feet of Tom Cannon. Oh dear. Just rushed himself there. Good opportunity for a pass, or certainly a better shot in the end here. He had space, Cannon. But did so well to set up the goal for Brereton Diaz that has Sheffield United in front. But over a quarter of the game still remaining. Here's Osborne. And Yates closed out by Ahmed Hodzic. He was given nothing there really, Jerry Yates, by the pass from Ben Osborne. Ahmed Hodzic was always going to be favoured to be in charge of that situation. Well, Paul Warne needs a spark from somewhere. Will he turn to his bench again shortly? Probably have to. Tom Barkhuizen, Nathaniel Mendislang, 2 wingers who are options for him. Not too much in terms of experience elsewhere on the bench for Derby today. Lots of injuries. Campbell sets up Chowdhury. Raksaki. Chowdhury. Sheffield United corner. Marcus Harness was trying to claim he didn't get a touch to that, but first viewing it looked like he certainly did. Harrison Burrows will take an in-swinging left-footed corner. And if this is right, could be quite a bit of pressure on goalkeeper Jakob Zetterstrom. In the end, there wasn't, surprisingly. It was a decent corner from Burrows. A little bit of a wrestling match between Ibu Adams and Anel Ahmedhodzic. Referee will call Ahmedhodzic back for at least a word. It was beginning to look like two falls or a submission in the wrestling match. There they go. Who's going to get up first? Not you, not me. What you do about nothing, just a ticking off for both players, no cards issued. And David Ozo is coming off, and we're going to see Liam Thompson come on, a homegrown midfield product, 22-year-old. Crystal Palace loanee Ozo departs. Straight swap in the centre of midfield here with the arrival of Thompson. We're about to tiptoe into the final quarter of the 90 minutes. And Derby County not exactly hammering at the door, are they, of an equaliser? Need to find some craft, some guile, some initiative, some quality in that final third. As Paul Warren was saying in pre-match, they might have been in quite a lot of games, but they don't really ask enough of the opposition. That's their problem. Forward by Osborne, that's got next week's weather on it. Groans again, and you can understand the Derby fans getting frustrated. He had time there, Ben Osborne. He just launched it high in the air. It's not, absolutely not what Derby need right now. Feel sorry for the front two, Salverson and Yates, who are working really hard, desperate for some quality service. Here's Matt Clark. That's a slip from Thompson. And a foul by Harness. referee has shown a yellow card here to Vinny Souza. Now, he doesn't know why he's given a yellow card, and quite honestly, I'm not sure either.
This was what
Possibly for dissent, something he said. He looks perplexed. But yellow card confirmed for Vinicius Souza. Jackson working hard, but he won't retrieve that. Derby County are flat, and they need to rise soon. Clark. Raksaki neatly into the path of Souza. Cannon. Campbell trying the layoff. It will fall kindly for Chowdhury now. Burrows. Sheffield United will be looking to still have these bouts of possession and dictate the pace of the game, but they'll clearly, obviously, in wanting the insurance of a second goal, can be games where you tend to be the better side, but when it's still only 1-0, the opposition have a route back. That was a risky challenge, but one that Osborne rather, felt he had to make. Just about got it right. Glum faces the vast majority inside Pride Park as they watch the opposition, Sheffield United and Harrison Burrows, settle over this corner. Can't afford to ship another Derby, given their lack of firepower. Goalkeeper, he misjudged that. Brewster turned into a pass from Ryan Brewster, but offside against Burrows. That was an attempted shot. Derby fans need the players on their side. They really do. Matt Clark. Adams. Nathaniel Mendes-Lang down there, stripped and ready to come on for the home side. He'll have his opportunity now. And this is experience. Couple of goals in the league this season. Caden Jackson making way. It's a straight swap. Mendes-Lang will operate on the right of the Derby attack, I would think. Has senior caps for Guatemala. He might be unique currently in the EFL to be a Guatemalan international, Mendes-Lang. Further movement on the substitutes bench as well, this time for Sheffield United, and the change is going to see Sam McCallum replacing Ryan Brewster. And this is a defensive substitution, I think, really, from Chris Wilder. This is a fullback coming on for a striker. It's clearly a defensive change. I don't think there'll be firmly bolting the stable door and looking to defend a 1-0 lead. I think they can feel they can go on and get another Sheffield United, but fresh legs in McCallum might shift Harrison Burrows into midfield, with McCallum dropping in at left back. Here's Marcus Harness. Mendes Lang. Harness. Ibu Adams. Into the final quarter of an hour of normal time. Yates finding Adams. Good ball. The cross is decent. And the volley cleared from just short of the line, I think, by Jack Robinson, who I think stretched and got a touch in front of his goalkeeper there. May well have been Robinson that blocked this. Thompson's cross only partially cleared. Yeah, Jack Robinson got the touch in front of goalkeeper Cooper, who would have saved it anyway. But the flag nevertheless was up in favour of Sheffield United. A little bit better though from Derby. They need much more of that. Raksaki doing well. He's quick. Thompson aware of that. Gets back goal side. Liam Thompson. Good challenge from Matt Clark. This is Jerry Yates. You can hear boos now from the Derby fans. They want quicker play here. Another change. Sidney Peck, central midfield player, is coming on, and Tom Cannon makes his way off. Another defensive substitution from Chris Wilder. Midfielder on for a striker. They're just playing with Tyrese Campbell up the front now, Sheffield United. Burrows has gone into that central midfield area, with McCallum off the bench a few minutes ago in at left back. Sidney Peck joining Vinny Souza in the heart of the midfield along with Chowdhury. Matt Clark's long ball, and brave effort from Thompson to get there, but seen out by Harry Clark. Minutes or so for Chris Wilder and the Sheffield United fans to see this to a conclusion, and a big 3 points. They're all huge games now in this thrilling race for the top two automatic promotion places to the Premier League from the Championship this season. Kenzo Goodmine is coming off, and Tom Barkhazen is on to replace him. Former Preston North End man. Had spells at Blackpool and Morecambe. Tom Barkhazen, 10 minutes or so to make an impact. Free kick, Barkhazen in late, trying to impose himself immediately. Tom Barkhazen, and on the wrong side of referee Tom Neild. Barkhazen was trying to say he couldn't help his momentum as he went into Souza, but the referee gave the free kick straight away. And Vinny Souza, he's in some agony there. Looks like it's cramp. Jack Robinson administering to him at the moment. If you've ever had cramp, you'll know that that hurts. So who, if anyone, is going to produce a spark of something for Derby County? I mentioned earlier, this is one of the worst losing runs in their 141-year history. And during this run of 6 straight defeats, they also went out of the FA Cup to lower league opposition in Leyton Orient on penalties. So that didn't help the mood of the Derby fans either. They've twice lost 7 consecutive league matches across one season in the past 23 years, and both contributed to their relegation from the Premier League back in 2002 and again in 2008, when they went down with the lowest points total in Premier League history. They finished with only 11 points, Derby, that season. They've got 8 minutes plus stoppage time to do something about the scoreline. Ahmed Hodzic with a Sheffield United free kick. Chowdhury and Barkhazen coming together there, both felt it. Raksaki saying that Barkhazen kicked into Hamza Chowdhury there. Jack Robinson, the captain, having a word, but the officials have given a decision in favour of Derby here. Chowdhury was certainly in aggressively, but they feel harshly treated there from their point of view. Anything that disrupts the flow of the play only favours the away team here. Osborne, Forsyth, Adams, just lost his balance a little bit there as he produced the pass. Ibu Adams didn't give much scope there to Mendislang. Souza is moving more freely now after that bout of cramp. And we're into the last 6 minutes of normal time. No sign of a Derby equaliser. Forsyth. That long ball again, and it's easy clearance for Robinson. Campbell. Hasty with the pass, Tyrese Campbell. Ben Osborne has worked hard, the captain, to try and get this team ticking over. But there's a real lack of quality in this Derby side at the moment. Forward by Clark. Here's Mendes-Lang. Shown the outside route. Will he take it? Yes, he will. Now he can get the cross in. Time to take that down, and it's blocked away by Harry Clark. Barkhuizen with a shot, and it's a Derby corner. Well, it might take a set piece for Derby to find a goal that produced so little in open play. In by Ben Osborne. Forsyth's header, and a wall just wide from Matt Clark. There was the opportunity. On this, his second Derby County debut after rejoining the club this week from Middlesbrough. Matt Clark has to score. He simply has to score here. Forsyth put it right onto his head there, on the edge of the 6-yard box, and he heads wide. And he's had a really good return today. He's been excellent, Matt Clark, at the back for Derby. But that was the chance that they were wanting, and it wasn't taken. Clark will make his way forward with Forsyth again for Osborne's free kick. Minute 87. Aimed towards Clark. Scooped away by Ahmed Hodzic, and further cleared by Raksaki. And that nearly dropped for Peck. Slight misjudgment there at the back from Derby. No damage done. Here's Adams. Jerry Yates with a hopeful run, really. I think he knew he wasn't going to get onto that Ibu Adams pass. No hurry here for Michael Cooper, who's not really been tested at all today. First season at Sheffield United for Cooper, came in from Plymouth in the summer. Forsyth. Barkhuizen is hugging the touchline far side. Forsyth looks down the middle. Matt Clark. Adams. Thompson. Mendes-Lang. Good looking cross, but no pressure on Cooper. Wasn't too far away from being a really good cross, that, from Nathaniel Mendes-Lang, but didn't quite get enough bend on it to feed the strikers. Sorry tale again, the club scoreboard at Pride Park for Derby. It's still time for an equaliser. They've been gifted possession here. Barkhuizen. The white shirt stream forward in support of Tom Barkhuizen. This is Harrison Burrows. Cut out by Adams. Forsyth. Harness. Deflection on the ball through, and it's a deflection that aids Michael Cooper and Sheffield United just didn't get the run of the ball there, Derby. And if they are to find an equaliser, it is going to have to come in stoppage time. Less than 30 seconds away from that now. Salverson, good ball under pressure, picks out Barkhuizen. Possibilities here for Tom Barkhuizen and Derby. Another corner conceded by Harry Clark. Pressure mounting on Paul Warne. He needs something here, the Derby County boss. Otherwise, if they are scoreless, it's 7 straight championship defeats. Is this their moment? Sheffield United deal with the initial header. Back into the danger area. The away side deal with it once more. Now Yates. Useful ball in. Cooper dominant in the box, the goalkeeper. Mendes Lang. Adams. Skews off his boot. Ibu Adams didn't get himself balanced well enough there, and Sheffield United gifted a goal kick here. So we're about to step into minute 2 of a minimum of 5 extra. And that picture tells the story for Derby. Looking at these two and their championship games for the rest of this month of February. Derby next up away to Norwich, then home to Oxford, away to Queen's Park Rangers and home to Millwall. Sheffield United home to Portsmouth next, then home to Middlesbrough, one of their rivals for promotion, away at Luton and then home to Leeds. So 2 of the next 4 for Sheffield United against promotion rivals. That's what makes these 3 points that they hold on to for the time being so important. Liam Thompson just picking himself up gingerly, just delays the throw for Adams. Mendes Lang, 2.5 minutes to go. Matt Clark, good pass. Barkhuizen. Opportunity now, and there's so many white shirts inside the penalty area. Cross doesn't come in though. There were 5 or 6 Derby players pleading with the ball to come in from the wide. Surely it'll come in now. Barkhuizen delivers. Salverson's up there, wins a good header. The assistant's flag is up for offside, and that may be Derby's last opportunity. Certainly a little bit of time wasting going on here from Sheffield United, understandable from their point of view. So referee Tom Neild may well add another minute or so on to the 5. Derby throw. Adams. Mendes Lang. That's wasted 20 seconds for Derby. Good cover there from Ahmed Hodzic. This is Peck. And Sheffield United throw. That's going to eat up the rest of the minutes, so we'll be at 95 minutes or thereabouts by the time this throw is taken. Just a question of how much longer referee Tom Neild will allow. I think we're heading for another minute, I would think, because Sheffield United have really been taking their time over goal kicks, throw-ins in the last couple of minutes or so. If it's going to happen for Derby, it needs to happen now. Last chance saloon, and there's no further time, says referee Neild. The boos ring around Pride Park. It's a huge 3 points for Chris Wilder, and Sheffield United stay firmly on course in this fascinating four-horse race, it would seem, for the top two automatic promotion places. But it's a seventh successive league defeat for Derby County for just the third time in their 141-year history. The previous two occasions they went on to be relegated. Tom Cannon played a significant part in the goal, setting it up for Ben Brereton Diaz 4 minutes into the second half, and it was enough to get Sheffield United over the line from their point of view to a huge win at Pride Park. Derby County 0, Sheffield United 1. So, joy for all those with an affinity to Sheffield United. Another good away day for them, but for Paul Warne and Derby County, another familiar story, another narrow defeat. There have been so many of them. They're not getting blown away by 3, 4, 5-0 scorelines. That's the 12th championship game this season Derby have lost by a single goal. But he'll be honest, I'm sure, and know that they didn't do enough in attack. That late chance for Matt Clark, where he may have done better with a close-range header. But the Derby fans go away miserable again. Derby stay in the bottom three. Nice images there for